cross-cultural diversity, I think, is a very interesting thing. The Alberta system is slightly different to what we have up in Queensland, in Australia, where the state or province, as you call it, I'm from. But I think just learning how different cultures operate, how Alberta is so vastly different geographically to us, that the schooling system has to take that into account. I think it's terrific that they encourage these exchanges. I can only see it as a win-win situation for me personally to take this newfound knowledge back to my kids in Australia, and for the kids here to learn off all of us that have come over, because everyone has something different to tell. Just in our conversations this morning with each other, just the different things that people have come across that are different to what we have at home, but we've all seemed to manage to adapt and adopt and run from there. So a big thank you to everyone.
I think exchange is really important to communicate different ideas between different teachers. I think culture is really important, and obviously the Australian culture, bringing that to Canada is something that I think the children will love, and vice versa. Learning lots of things about the Canadian culture is good too.
Just the warm welcome that I've received from everyone, saying give me as much help as they're willing to give me. They drive me around. I only live 5 minutes from work, so I'm walking to work, and I'm searching for a vehicle now, but nothing has been a problem at school as far as getting help.
It's completely different. I think curriculum-wise it's completely different to Australia, which is also great because it's a new learning experience for myself. Incorporating my ideas from Australia into the Canadian classroom is also going to be a wonderful experience for the children. And I think culture within the classroom, there are lots of different nationalities within my classroom, so I'm really looking forward to experiencing that.
I love the snow, so I think that's probably the main reason most of the Aussies has come over, to experience the snow, not so much the freezing cold temperature, but that's part and parcel to it. So I'm a really outdoorsy type of person. While I live at the beach and do a lot of surfing and that sort of thing, I think here the skiing with the big mountains, I've already had a trip to Jasper, which was just mind-blowing. I've never seen mountains the size of it. It's just fantastic. So immerse myself in the culture from a personal point of view and just experience as much as I can.
I think outside the classroom, I'm looking so forward to exploring Canada. Canada's such a beautiful place. And even as a small girl, I've always wanted to come to Canada. So I'm looking forward to exploring every place in Canada. So I think it's the year of saying yes to everything. So I've been skating, and it is just something else. It's amazing. So I'm looking forward to doing all those winter sports. Hopefully by the time I get back to Australia I can ski.
My daughter's 25. She would be expecting everything a 25-year-old would expect. I don't think we'll see her much. I think she'll be out and about travelling. She's coming over with a 2-year work visa. She wants to spend 8 to 10 months in Canada, then head to Europe. So her goal is to see everything she can. When I was Skyping her the other night and I was talking to her about my Jasper experience, she said, "Oh, I can't wait to get out there and ski again." We've done a little bit of skiing in Australia together, and my wife is a bit of a beauty lover, so I think she's looking forward to seeing the spring and autumn, the change in the seasons with the flowers coming out and the clear, high, picturesque mountains. I think that'll be her go as far as a personal goal goes.
My goal goals are to help the children realise and appreciate different places around the world. My goal is to also make the classroom that I've got at the moment very fun for the children and a positive learning environment. The weather is the biggest difference. I mean, I found it so phenomenal that kids would have to stop 5 minutes before recess to put their snow boots on and their snow pants and their big jackets and their toques, as they call them. And I find that so amazing, and that children are running around at minus 20 degrees outside and coming in so happy. I'd be frozen. Whereas in Australia, you know, we getting the children ready to go outside by making sure they've got their hats on, and they have to put sunscreen on, and if they don't have a hat on outside, they're not allowed to play. So it's very, obviously the weather is just such a huge difference.